What up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Monday. I'm assuming that Eagle fans, not so much, but that's okay, because it couldn't happen to a nicer franchise. So we have some news on our Cowboys. Okay, we actually have some really good news. Coach Mike McCarthy just had his press conference not too long ago, where he said that he was definitely rocking the Cardinals and hoping that they would get a win so we'd have a chance to win the division. He was watching it with his wife. So shout out to Coach McCarthy, spending New Year's Eve watching the Eagles lose with his wife. But here's the good news for the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy said left guard Tyler Smith has a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance to play Sunday against the Commanders despite a complete tear? Better than I'm still trying to understand this. Apparently, it's better to have a complete tear of the plantar fasciitis than have a partial tear. They say these things are about as painful as they can be, and if you tear the whole thing, then you're doing away with a lot of the pain that you would have in there otherwise. So that's good news. And still, he is sore. Nose tackle Jonathan Hankins. Now this is where I'm really getting excited. Had a good workout today. They hope to work him into practice. Not the game. We not talking about the game yet. We talking about practice. But they're hoping to work him in practice on Wednesday. So yeah. Now I don't know if you really want to go ahead and put him into the game against the Commanders this weekend, or maybe you just hold them out till you start the playoffs the following week. But that is incredible news for our Dallas Cowboys, and I couldn't be more happier to hear about that. We were fortunate that we didn't think Tyler Smith was going to be able to play this past week. He played and didn't play great, but didn't play awful either. And also, too, there's you headed out?
Yeah.
Okay. You going to get the keys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's great news, both fronts right there. Couldn't be happier about the situation, so definitely moving in the right direction. What's funny to me was I'm here working on the drawers. Unfortunately, I got the wrong, my drawer slides are a little bit too long, so I got to take them back and get some other ones. But I'm sitting here listening to speak and listening to them try to do the walk of shame of getting the doing the walk of shame, trying to explain the Eagles losing. Whether or not Nick Sirianni should be on the hot seat, and their whole thing is, well, of course he's not on the hot seat. He's won so many games, and he knows what he's doing. He went to the Super Bowl. But I'm going to say that here's the thing: what actually has happened with Nick Sirianni is he's been exposed because coaching matters. They're going through and they're talking about how they're not keeping gap integrity, how they are, looking in the wrong places, how they seem to have no discipline. See, what happened was he had great coordinators, the hands-on guys that ended up being able to teach the players and put them in positions to succeed. The problem for Nick Sirianni is he didn't make good hires for guys that need to be able to do that work for the team. And because of that, now he's been exposed as, what do you do, guy? You're not good at picking coaches. You don't have a philosophy like, say, Andy Reid of what you're doing. Your team's discipline is out the window. You don't even look like you have fundamentals anymore. And you look completely in disarray. Now, I couldn't be happier about it because I love it when the Eagles are bad. That just makes my day when the Eagles are ass. Now, here's where it's funny, because even with all of the stuff that they've seen, the fact that they have been, that they were 10-1 and now 11-5, that they've lost 4 of their last 5 games and now have lost to one of the worst teams in football like the Cowboys did, and barely got the win against the New York Giants. They are still well, they can turn it around. I have been hearing them say for the last couple of weeks over and over and over again, oh, well, all we got to do is win the next three. We got, the number 2 seed. That's what we've been hearing. And each week it's like, oh, well, it's okay, because no, it's not coming. It is not coming. And this is the difference for the Cowboys. Mike McCarthy's got problems, and I'm going to go on to dealing with the problems of Mike McCarthy too in clock management. But he has got incredible coordinators that are working and running the philosophy. Brian Schottenheimer is the offensive coordinator. He's just not the play caller. And you look at the difference of the team where we're not risking the biscuit and turning the ball over like we did last year, but we are still scoring tons of points. We are not making quite as many bonehead mistakes, although Mike McCarthy almost did, there down the stretch there, and definitely needs to be held accountable, or at least have realized that you made some mistakes there. But we are far and away better than where we were with Kellen Moore. And make no mistake about it, this is Dak. This is all Dak. Because Dak is getting that team in position to win games. It's not by the running backs. It's not like where people said, it's just Zeke was the one. No, this is all Dak. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I can't wait to see all my friends, Eagle content creators and stuff. Has anybody checked on Lord Brunson? I'm just curious. I'm asking for a friend. I'm just asking if he's okay or not, because I know that this is a big shock to the Eagle fans, because the way they talked all off season, the way they hyped up the team, it was Super Bowl or bust. And not just get to the Super Bowl, it was a Super Bowl blowout or else. And here we are. It's the or else. I will say coaching matters. And this is why we were fortunate that we were able to keep Dan Quinn. And that guy is worth his weight in gold. And the Cowboys need to try and see what they can do to try and retain his services, because you're going to get a step off. And even so, it's still crazy to me that fans will still bitch and moan about a bad game. Guys, it's the NFL. Anybody can beat you, and nobody is perfect all the time. All right, good people. I'm going to have to make a run to the store and get me some more drawer hinges so I can get this thing squared away. I hope you all having a great time, a great evening, and I will see you guys tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern. I don't believe there's a Monday Night Football game anymore. That is done. So, yeah, back to 9 o'clock. See you then.